Κυρίες και κύριοι, συνεχίζουμε με το δεύτερο μέρος. Ελπίζω να πήρατε έτσι ένα refreshment, να είμαστε έτοιμοι. Παρακαλώ τον κύριο Χάιμε Μπάρα από την ΕΚΑΧΑΟ. Ευχαριστώ.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming, first of all. My name is Jaime Barra. I work for ECAHAO. I'm running the channel team for EMEA. So, as you can imagine, today we are going to talk about Wi-Fi. So, the first thing I want to know is try to understand how many of you are doing wireless deployments. So, please raise your hand. Okay. How many of you do you know ECAHAO? What ECAHAO does? Please raise your hands. Lamberos, don't be shy. So, my goal today is trying to explain you the difference between bad Wi-Fi and good Wi-Fi. And what is ECAHAO, what we do, and how we can help the people that is using doing wireless. Because for us, you will see that we are talking about a tool. We are not doing a solution. We are doing a tool. So if you are doing wireless or your customers are doing wireless and they are not using a tool, maybe you are losing money and they are losing money. So, okay. So I have only 15 minutes. I'm going to be fast. So the first thing is trying to understand where we are now. So we come from, you know, when no internet and you were fighting to connect your laptop to at home and you could only download some emails. Then we had the basic data era. Few years ago, we were on the mobility era. Everybody's connected. Everybody's using the smartphone for everything, and you are looking Wi-Fi, and you don't have any kind of problems to connect to Wi-Fi networks. But now we are on the high-capacity Wi-Fi era. And what's that? And now Wi-Fi is becoming critical. And I think for everybody, Wi-Fi is becoming a commodity. It's the same as the light or the water. I mean, when you are entering into a hotel, the first thing or second thing that you do when you are entering the hotel room is connecting to the Wi-Fi. So. And of course, this is a marketing tool. We are a half Finnish company and half American, so the Finnish people, they have a really complex sense of humor. So you can see some of them. So talking about critical Wi-Fi. So we can see that these are the type of, let's say, customers or main scenarios that where we work. So we have warehouses, big companies, critical Wi-Fi, scanners, iPads, people connected to the Wi-Fi, even robots, etc. Hospitals. I remember when I was a kid and I went to the hospital and the doctor and the nurseries and everybody was with a notepad and they were with the pen, you know. Now everybody's with the iPad, everything is connected, and some critical devices are connected, and depend people on that devices. Good Wi-Fi on hotels, I just mentioned, but for me, I travel quite too much. For my wife, is too much for sure. So for me, when I decide a hotel, I decide for the bed and the Wi-Fi. If it's a good bed and it's a good Wi-Fi, I will go again to the hotel, and of course the universities or schools. So it's the same. When we were young, it was not bad, and you know, on the board. Now everything is digital, and not only for the students, for the teachers, and even for the parents. So what happens when bad Wi-Fi is everywhere? Look, my awesome PPT presentation skills, so amazing. So what happened? Only one example. I love to give examples. A few weeks ago, we went to Miele. Do you know Miele, the company? So we were to the factory, and they had a really big issue with Wi-Fi because they had it was like more than 500 scanners, 700 iPads, laptops, and robots. So every minute that the Wi-Fi didn't work properly, they were losing 5 million euros. So this is a top example, but that's what I mean on critical Wi-Fi for companies. Imagine a retailer that they have different branches and they have issues and they cannot charge the customers or whatever, or communicate between sites. So what happened in hospitals? You can imagine if the Wi-Fi is not good in a hotel, I go to other hotel, or I go to the I was trying to say Starbucks, but it is not the case. The Wi-Fi in Starbucks is not too good. But and of course the students, and here and in education, what I saw is that when the Wi-Fi is bad in the university, it's on the reputation of the university. And it's the same for everything, because Wi-Fi is as a commodity is becoming a tricky thing, because if you are providing a good Wi-Fi, nobody is going to tell you nothing. But if you are providing a bad Wi-Fi, everybody is going to complain. And it's very, very noisy, because if you are providing Wi-Fi for a company and it's 100 people, and 100 people complaining, it's too noisy. But if it's a screen or a printer that is not working properly, only 1, 2, or 3 people is going to complain. So why the bad Wi-Fi exists? So basically because usually Wi-Fi is being designed with this amazing method of designing. That is, I leave my thumb, I put it here, I walk around the office or the building, I try to be interesting, and at the end I will say, I think you need 12 APs. That's the traditional way to design Wi-Fi. And that's the promise. The promise is, hey, we are going to put Wi-Fi. We are going to put, oh no, this time is 30 APs. Okay, let's go. Deployment, no worries, everything is going to work perfectly, and we are going to put you more APs if needed. That's the promise. But this is the reality. You deploy the 30 APs, and at the end you are starting to discover that there are holes in the connection. You have interferences. You have channel overlapping. You have people that is trying to connect to one AP, and when they are starting to move, they lose the connectivity and they need to reconnect, etc. So this is the reality with the thumb method. So what we are trying to educate, what's my fight every day? Trying to explain to people that you need to change the way you are doing Wi-Fi. So for change this, you need to spend more time on planning. You need to understand what are your needs. Because, for instance, imagine that we are trying to put Wi-Fi on this venue. The needs are different, because maybe here in this area we will have some devices and some applications. In other area we are going to deploy to use other devices and other applications, more users, less users, different devices, cameras, etc. So we need to plan, we need to plan on understand what we need or what the customer needs. That's really important. We need to validate. We cannot go with only one AP and put the one AP in the customer or on your facilities, and with the smartphone try, oh, it's working. It's working. Oh, no, it's not working. You know, you need to validate. You need to deploy, and of course you will, maybe even using Ekahau or using a proper tool, maybe you are going to find troubleshooting, because at the end Wi-Fi is physics, you know, and you never know. We had another example. We had a case for a big university in France. Wi-Fi was working properly, and every day at 12, banned, no Wi-Fi during 15 minutes. Why? Nobody knows. But the Wi-Fi between 12 and 12:15 stopped. Why? In front of the university there was a police station. And at 12 a.m. they banned the signal every day. And they banned the 1.6.11 and 2.4. So no Wi-Fi. So if you don't use our tool, you are not going to see what's going on and why the Wi-Fi is not working. So troubleshooting, and after that, you can expand and rebuild. You can say, hey, Mr. Customer, or hey, we need to, because Wi-Fi they are evolving. Every day you have more users. Every day you are going to have more devices or other applications. Maybe you were using some video application and now you are going to use other telepresence application, and that will change your network. So different problems, and if you start using Ekahau, it just works. So briefly, the company, half Finnish, half American, focused on Wi-Fi, only Wi-Fi, and we do software and hardware. So our product is basically the Ekahau Site Survey Pro. It's called ESS Pro. So with this software, you can design, and make predictions. And these predictions are going to be on 3D, because if you are designing a hotel or different floors, the signal of the Wi-Fi is going to be up. So we had an issue with a hotel, 6 floors, and the guy he put this, in the 6 floors the APs on the same places in the 6 floors. So it was a mess. So 3D. Site survey, validations, optimize RF, troubleshooting, and one important thing, generating reports. If you work with customers and you are providing services to customers, this is professional. You are going to say, hey, Mr. Customer, this is for this branch, you have these APs, this signal coverage, you told me that you are going to have this amount of users, and this. Something professional, not only a Word document with this is the offer and this is the installation. So the people that works on Wi-Fi can recognize this. So that was the traditional way to do site surveys. And this is John. This is the engineer for the NSA, and this is how he was working. You know. He works for NSA, but he looks like a Martian. So what we decided is we need to change this, the way the people is going to work, because you need to be 8 hours or 6 hours or whatever time it will take. So we decided to create Psychic. Psychic is a device where it contains the 2 antennas, 2.4, 5 gig, spectrum analyzer included, and battery built in. So you can spend 3, 4, 5, 6, even 8 hours doing surveys without draining battery on your laptop. And this guy is 20 times faster than any dongle or any spectrum analyzer in the market. So, yeah. And other thing is about certification. We have an intensive program for certification, and Lambros is doing this. Yes, we are going to organize a certification here in Greece. So this certification is, we as ECHA, we don't deliver the training. It's the CWNE people who delivers the training for us. So it is not 4-day training days or talking about ECHA. No. First day you never mention ECHA. It's Wi-Fi basics, understanding interference, understanding channel overlapping, understanding Wi-Fi knowledge. And we have in different language, not yet in Greek, but it's on the roadmap. And please contact us. Lambros Costaras from SBA Agents. They are our preferred reseller here in Greece. The Lambros has extensive knowledge about the tool, everything. And if you need any other thing, please contact me directly, and I will be more than happy to help you. I don't know if you have any quick question. We have 25. We don't have time, but if somebody has a question, we can do it. Yes?
Yes. So you presented the device.
Yeah.
But normally we have an access point.
Yeah.
And we walk around with a laptop and a spectrum analyzer.
Yes.
You see that. How does that work?
The Psychic is like an AP,
Okay.
but because it has the 2.4, the 5 gig, but it's not adding nothing to the air. He's listening.
Software? Is there any software that?
Yeah, you need to connect the Psychic to an iPad or to the laptop or a Surface Pro. So the Psychic is gonna listen. He's collecting data on the air to see if it's interference, what kind of interference, how many people is connected. But it's only listening. It's not adding nothing. So that's the difference between an AP and Psychic. An AP is adding to the air the signal. The Psychic is the opposite.
Okay. So you still need that to walk around the property.
Yeah, but you can walk like a normal person.
Okay.
You don't need to go like this and click. You can just walk.
Okay.
A quick one. We made a deployment on the desert. So we had the Psychic with a jeep, 60 kilometers hour, and covering the whole area. So only 2 minutes late. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Drew.